Hello, Mr. Sampa. I'm excited to present my application EventPass, which is a comprehensive Flutter mobile application that I built for event discovery and ticketing in Ghana. The project is meant to solve a real-world problem in Ghana's event industry. As of now, if you want to find an event happening around you, whether it's a concert, a tech conference, a festival, or a sports event, there's no unified platform. Rather, the event information is scattered across social media, word of mouth, and different web services. EventPass brings together everything into one beautiful integrated platform where attendees can discover events and buy tickets, while organizers can manage their events in real time and track attendance instantly. Let me give a quick overview of what makes EventPass special. First is built with Flutter, which means that the code base can run on Android. Secondly, it's deeply integrated with Ghana's local services like Hubtel for mobile money payments, that's MTN, Telecel, and AT Money for card space stack. And we have SMS notification feature implemented there. And the backend is most importantly powered by Firebase. That's the main thing of this. It uses real-time database updates, secure authentication, push notifications after the box. And the app has two main user types: attendees and organizers. The attendees are those who want to discover and buy tickets to events, and organizers who want to create events and manage them and track attendance in real time with QR code scanning. So let me show you how it all works. So this is the login screen, and we start at the beginning. User authentication. When you first launch the app, you see this user screen, and it requires you to create an account. This is important because of the different user types, and they have completely different experiences. So let me just create a demo account right now. The first name, the last name, the email, the number 6191 0267671619 Accra. I'll pick my town as Accra, and I'll just use this password. So I'm not going to register. I'm not going to click this because to make me an organizer, I want to be an attendee. So I just click create account. So as you can see now, I've been brought to the home page. And this is where the main experience for attendees is. This way you can discover events. At the top, we have the search bar, and the search bar helps you to search for specific events. So for this one, I want to find a music event. So I'm going to type one of the music events here. For example, Las Vegas. Well, first, let me just move the filter up to any amount. Wait for it to load. Go back. And yes, so I'm going to type Las Vegas, which is the concert event. Now you notice how the result appears in real time as I type. That was because we're using Firestore with the real-time listeners. So as soon as the matching events is found in the database, it appears here instantly. Now let me show you the filtering system, which is really powerful. Below the search bar, we have category filters like concerts, campus, events, festivals, conferences, sports, and arts. So I'm going to click on concerts, and as you can see, this concert is the one that's showing, right? See how it just instantly updated itself to only show a concert event? That's because of the real-time filter system with Firestore queries. Now in a reproduction app, we'd have more sophisticated, more advanced filtering. But let me just explain what we have here behind the scenes. You can filter by city, you can filter by Accra, by Kumasi, by Tamale, by Takoradi, by Cape Coast, by Sonyani. And you can even filter by the date range. So you can just, show me the events for next week. Or you can also filter by the price, but the price is more important. So as you can see here, the price is, I'm going to up it to 150 and apply filter. And it can show you events either under or over a certain amount. So me, I decided to make it show me up to 150. Anything more than 150, I don't want to see it. So now as you can see, now that I've increased the filter from 50 to 150, the ones that are higher than 50 are now appearing here. The data you're all seeing here is being stored with Firestore with proper indexing, which is why the queries are so fast. There's also composite indices for the more common filtering like location and category and location and date and so on. So let's click on Accra Music first to see the details. And this is the details event page. it has a nice beautiful cover for the image events, and then below that is the event title, the date and time, and the location with a pin emoji, which most people would recognize. And this way, the one of the nice features I'm proud of really shows up is the Google Maps integration. The pin emoji is actually clickable, and it opens up a map showing exactly where the event is taking place in Ghana. So as you can see, the event is taking place here, and you can see that over here it's showing that yes, this is where the event is going on. It has a direct map since I'm using the Google Map API. So this allows users to place, this allows organizers to place events on the map where they can then create them, so that things know exactly where to go. Under the map, we have the detailed description of the events. This is not that detailed, but yes, we can type what we want. And then we go to the ticketing section. There are two ticket types, the standard type and then the main type. Yes. These are configured by the organizer when they create the events, which we will see later. We also support multiple ticket types, so the organizers can offer different experiences for different users. So I'm going to buy a ticket, so I'm going to select the VIP one, and I'm going to select pay. So as you can see, the bar has loaded and everything, and I have successfully paid for the ticket. Unfortunately, it's not able to fully process, so ideally it should show here. So that's something that I was trying to figure out, but it was a problem. So this is the pay, as I just showed you, that was a payment method screen where you can see this is where EventPass stands for the organic market. It offers two main payment methods. There's Momo, then which uses the Haptel API, and it handles MTN mobile money payments. So when the user selects this, they will enter the phone number, and then the payment is processed to MTN's network. Then there's Telecel Cash, okay. Also through Haptel, but it's for Telecel users because not everybody uses MTN. The same process. And then Airtel Money, also Haptel, and it uses Airtel Tigo. Then we have the card payments, which will let you put in your card details, and Paystack will handle all of that. So unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to get the Haptel API. So this is more of a demo of what could have been. And it was supposed to process the payment and then call back to the backend result with either a success or failure. But unfortunately, it wasn't able to be fully implemented. So once the payment is processed, you get a ticket record which Firebase will then store, and it's to generate a QR code, and then we send the notification through the SMS into the phone through the Firebase cloud messaging. So this is where the ticket would be, and then you can browse events for the events that you have paid for. So now we are done with basically what the user is able to do. So now we have to go and look at what the organizer can do. So we log in as an organizer. Fortunately enough for me, I've already created an organizer account here. And as you can see now, we've logged in as an organizer. As you can notice here, there's a dashboard page. That's the difference between the user and the organizer. The dashboard page allows the organizer to create new events, even check the attendance of people to their events over a certain period of time. So the first thing to do is to create an event, right? So when the organizer creates new events, they are created with a page with a few fields. That's one, to add images. So let me say you can take this image, for example, and then you upload it, and then a date picker to pick the time. So first you have to give the name of the event. So I'll put Akravaganza, for example, and I'm going to categorize it as a festival, and then it will be in Tamale, and I describe have fun in Accra brought to you in Kumasi. Right, and then I pick the dates. So from 10 p.m. to, let me say, the next day, but all the way 10 p.m. And you can even pick the minutes. I use the date and time picker for that. And then the location, you can either type it manually or you can use the map to select the location that you want. So maybe I'll put it in Ibri, somewhere in Ibri. No, I'll just put it in Brekusu. And as you can see, it automatically updated over here. And you can add additional directions as well. Then you have to create the ticket type. So ticket type premium. Then either you choose between free or you choose between paid. So I'm going to pick paid. And then I'm going to select the price and then the number and then the description. And I save the ticket type. And then everything is set. I click on publish. So now as you can see, it takes me back to the main page. And as you can see, when we come here and we check, oh, okay, yes, the filter was at work. I forgot. So we come back here and then we just can simply search. And yeah, you can see it's here. It's a festival, not a concert. It's a festival. So it's over here. All the details that I put there are currently present. And now we can look at the dashboard. This way organizers can see their analytics, total events, total attendees, upcoming, and published. So it reflects what the user has actually done. And yeah. There was also supposed to be a scanner, but that's more tied to this part of it, the ticket section. So, but because I cannot actually fully implement it, that's kind of locked behind that difficulty. So let me show you how some of the code that makes all of this work is there. So I'm going to have to move to my laptop for this part. How this works in code. The project is structured into key folders. Models for data like users and tickets, app user, event users, the screens for the screen for the user interface, services for things like business logic, authentication of events, payments, and then we have the state using provider. So we can store the app state to make sure that everything is consistent and constantly being updated. Then we have the widgets for reusable components like the event card, the ticket QR card. So let's go to main.dat. In main.dat, we initialize Firebase and load our environment variables as you can see over here. And this connects the app to our backend securely. Then when we go to service.dat or event service.dat, we carry the events for collection, filter city by city, order date by date, and stream the results in real time so that the UI updates instantly when the data changes. Then we have payment service.dat, which integrates Haptel and Paystack. Where Haptel handles the mobile money via an API call, or Paystack manages the card payments through its Flutter SDK. But I removed that because I wanted to demonstrate. And then we have the check-in bar. That's not implemented, so I won't really go to it. And the open state, which is handled via provider. Yeah, so we also have a open state session states manager, which is handled using provider, which you can see in some of the code that I've already displayed. when the filter changes, it updates the states and notifies. So it basically rebuilds the UI without having to actually change the page. It just moves around the elements. So basically, Flutter handles the UI, Firebase powers the backend, and we integrate local payment system certifications and QR validation all in a scalable architecture. So to conclude, EventPass is a complete event management solution for Ghana, supporting event discovery, local payments, and route and notifications, QR checking, and organizer analytics, all built on modern scalable tools. The source code is on GitHub. Thank you. This is EventPass, and I hope to actually see this to completion. Thank you.